Onto the city of Johannesburg now. Let's get reaction from ActionSA after Mayor Dada Morero fired Community Development MMC and former Mayor Kabelo Gwamanda. The embattled MMC had been placed on special leave after he was arrested last month due to an alleged funeral policy scam he ran through his company in 2011. The city has appointed councillor Tebogo Nkonkou to replace Gwamanda. Zark Lebatlang is ActionSA caucus chief whip and joins me now. Zark, appreciate your time. How important was it for Dada Morero to make this decision on Councillor Gwamanda?
Look, as ActionSA, we quite welcome this particular decision, and we have to applaud the executive mayor, because if you look at the charges and the allegations against the former MMC, Councillor Kabelo Gwamanda, these are quite very serious charges. So therefore, when this particular matter came up, we were the first political party to make noise about it and to ensure that when Kabelo was still the mayor, that he had to be removed as a mayor because of these serious allegations. So we welcome this important development and hoping that going forward, we'll be able to deal with serious issues in the city of Johannesburg.
Now, Zark, you raise the issue of having been one of the first political parties to raise your hand or raise the alarm around Councillor Gwamanda. Now, he was in office for many, many months as mayor, subsequently now as MMC. What would have led to the delay in operationalizing, if you will, his removal from office?
Look, from the discussions that we have seen, remember, to the effect of his arrest just recently, when we were informed, we immediately wrote to the executive mayor asking, what is this about? The mayor subsequently informed us that he's going to put him on special leave, where the mayor is going to get some kind of counseling or an advice or more information regarding his arrest. And we raised it in various meetings where we said there is no particular rule in the standing rules of council about a special suspension. Why don't you deal with this matter immediately? And the mayor asked us to give him some time, and therefore subsequently yesterday we were informed that Kabelo is going to be removed and a new MMC is going to be appointed. So I think we really appreciate these particular developments, but going forward we should really not delay these kind of situations.
Now, how do you as a political party view the decision, and what are the expectations for Councillor Nkonkou as the new MMC?
Now, what we expect, look, for us as ActionSA, over the couple of weeks, we've done so many oversights, especially when it comes to this particular Department of Community Development. We see our swimming pools, our parks, our recreation facilities are dilapidated, infrastructure is collapsed. So we are saying that for this particular MMC, we don't want to see this MMC in meetings. The MMC needs to go to the ground, engage communities of Soweto, Alexandra, where open spaces, parks are being vandalized, city facilities are being vandalized. So we expect this MMC, when he ascends to the office, to immediately address these particular issues, especially in communities that are disadvantaged, such as Diepsloot, Soweto, and Alexandra. So we don't want to see an MMC sitting in meetings or sitting in offices. We want this MMC to go directly to the issues of residents. So that's why we're saying our expectation as ActionSA is that there's many issues that we have picked up, and we expect this particular MMC to address those particular issues.
So you've talked about parks, city parks. I think you've talked about, you've mentioned a number of places, Soweto, Diepsloot. Is this your idea of the hierarchy of needs, if you will? Is this the order in which you think he should prioritize the work that he needs to do?
Yes, definitely he needs to, because if you look at currently in terms of our infrastructure, in terms of the facilities, the swimming pools, especially in disadvantaged communities, you would see that these are incomplete projects where the city has paid millions and millions to contractors who don't deliver to the expectations of the scope of work. We have gone to an art gallery in Joburg Park where millions were spent. In that particular art gallery, the roof has been vandalized, and there are people who actually investors and people who are in the creative space who want to invest in this particular infrastructure. So I've seen the mayor meet those particular stakeholders, and we welcome those kind of development, because as ActionSA, we were the ones who raised this particular issue. In Rabi Ridge, in El Dorado Park, there are swimming pools that are currently incomplete, where vandalism, where undescribable things are happening in those facilities, and millions have been spent with residents' money. So the MMC needs to focus on those kind of issues so that we can deliver services to the residents of Johannesburg.
So my final question comes back to the issue around the, well, not so much the issue, but around the mayor, Dada Morero. And obviously in the last couple of years, there really has been a musical chairs of sorts around the mayorship of the city of Johannesburg. Do you expect this to desist? Are you in support of supporting the current status quo, if you will, to ensure that the people of the city of Johannesburg's interests are well looked after by ensuring that you have a mayor in office for, well, I suppose for what would be an acceptable term in office?
If you would remember, when ActionSA announced that we are going to work as a constructive opposition with this current executive, our first term was that the ANC needs to give us a mayor that is capable. Secondly, we need to make sure that we play a legislative and an oversight role to the executive. And one of the key issues that we've raised, we said we cannot have a chop and change of mayors where there's instability within the city of Johannesburg. For an example, where we see mayors change, priorities change, where administrators and officials get confused. So we are quite happy that we are confident as well that this particular arrangement has a kind of a stability, but we also don't have to be naive to the sense that changes will happen where certain individuals do not perform in the executive, or certain individuals are faced with particular issues, but that does not mean there is instability. What we are saying is that we have put forward our priorities to this executive. We said to them, we need to make sure that the inner city, the hijacked buildings, we need to reclaim them. We said to them, we need to get the city of Johannesburg clean. We need Hillbrow, Yeoville to be cleaned out, and criminals should not have a space to operate where residents fear for their lives. We said to them as well, we want these buildings to be given to investors so that people can get low-cost housing. So those are the conditions that we've put to the ANC, and they've considered. That's why we've seen that ActionSA has taken up the speaker position for that particular reason, so that we can hold them accountable to the things that they promised to deliver to the resident of Johannesburg. So what are we saying? We are saying we are part of this government, but we are going to ensure that all those things that we have raised with them, that they should be implemented.
Zark Lebatlang, ActionSA caucus chief whip, speaking to us and lauding the termination of the employ of former MMC and former Mayor Kabelo Gwamanda by the Johannesburg Mayor. Appreciate your time.